There's a plant out there that only Americans can buy, and Canadians are completely banned from owning it. Depending on who you talk to, some will say it's one of the greatest inventions in science and the future for plants, especially when we're talking about ornamental horticultural plants. On the other side, there's a group of people that say you are absolutely insane and this is the end of the world. And that is, folks, the glowing petunia. So when someone tells you there's a glowing petunia, typically your probably first thought is going to be it's sprayed with some sort of chemical to allow it to glow. That's not the truth. There is no batteries. There is no supplemental lighting. There is no backlight in the container. The petunia flower itself is what is glowing. Now, this biological process that we are very familiar with is called bioluminescence. We see it all the time in the ocean, for example. We also see it in mushrooms. And the mushroom bioluminescence is actually what triggered the entire design of the glowing petunia. So the gene that is bioluminescence actually allows the petunia to glow and emit visible light. So rather than these plants just simply growing when exposed to light, like your classic rechargeable glow stick type thing, this plant actually technically is glowing 24/7. It's just obviously more predominant in the dark. So is it GMO? What happens when the letters GMO are ever put into a sentence, it gets incredibly heated and debate heavy. But let's take a step back, just slow down a little bit here, and actually look at what specifically is going on with this petunia. So this petunia is actually considered transgenic. And the way that this happens is DNA from one species is actually intermingled with another species. This is different than obviously traditional breeding when plants of similar backgrounds come together to make some sort of a hybrid. So that does define this glowing petunia as a genetically modified organism. So the important question here is whenever we're playing genetic modification or re-engineering of DNA, we need to ask, what harm does this do? And in the case of the glowing petunia, they very safely say it changes nothing. It literally just makes the plant grow. It's not a deterrent for pests. It's not a hyperaccumulator for pests. It doesn't mean that petunias don't get the same diseases petunias normally get, or that they are somehow going to spread more disease due to this addition. It's also not radioactive. And when you go to compost, the bioluminescent DNA is not going to infiltrate the compost and then ultimately your plants in the future. They will not be able to tag team. That whole relationship is completely together as well. So why can Americans buy them and Canadians can't? That actually is the important question, because if we're talking about genetic modification and we're saying, well, the genetic modification is not bad, so why does it matter if Canadians can't have access to it? So the Americans, the regulators, looked at the firefly petunia and immediately approved it for commercial use. In Canada, we just simply have not approved this for commercial use. Now, here's a really important distinction. Not being approved does not mean it's being proved as dangerous. And that is because the process for approval in Canada is much different than the process of approval for somewhere like the US. There's a number of different hoops that the firefly petunia is going to have to go through before they become a Canadian commercially available product. That's going to probably take anywhere from 3 to 5 years. Things that they need to look at is environmental impact, potential weediness, gene flow, effects on the ecosystems, and the effects on agriculture. And because we have a short growing season, the trials and the tests that they're going to have to do will probably take somewhere between 3 to 5 years. The irony in all of this conversation is that you can't buy the firefly petunia because of some issues, but there are a ton of plants out there that you can buy, no problemo, that are a known noxious weed, a known noxious issue. They are known to carry diseases, etc., and so forth, that we are allowed to plant as gardeners and are very commercially available. A petunia in Canada probably is not going to make it, unless it does have some other mutant characteristics to it, which I highly doubt it does. But it's probably more just politics, and I'm assuming they're going to be on the shorter side of the timeline to get those firefly petunias here into Canada. Geek Crew, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, hit the subscribe button. This is my most recent video, and that is what Google says you should watch next. Bye.